Sage, Amy, Gabby, Sammy.
At 20 weeks, we had a sonogram, and Kinsey was doing this. And we thought, great, she's going to be a teacher, she's going to be a director, she's going to be something in charge.
You have dreams for your kids, you know, when you're pregnant, and that definitely changes when you get a diagnosis like autism or, you know, any other special needs type diagnosis.
The doctors told us that he would have some issues.
She had smaller than normal eyes, she had contractures in her fingers, her feet were turned in.
I went back to my bedroom and I literally hit my knees and just said, you know, God, this is too hard.
I was in grief, just wondering, God, am I going to be able to do this? I mean, we were told our daughter was going to die.
We were also given the option of leaving her at the hospital. If she's going to die, she's going to die at home with us, with her family.
We talked to our boys and we told them, you know, about it, and they said, yeah, she's not going to die.
"17 days later, she came home with us, and we had to stick a feeding tube down her throat to feed her.
And after he was born, he was diagnosed with failure to thrive, so we were kind of always in some kind of crisis right from the get-go.
Wave, wave, good boy.
We had plans to move to Switzerland at that time, and that's when we got the diagnosis, and it was a lot more than we thought it was going to be. And so we had to change our plans and find therapy for him here.
Even after we got past the idea of she was going to die, she was not going to be a typical child.
I prayed for a girl, and I got a girl, but that was the first part of going to Holland, I think.
You know, you set down all these expectations, what you think your child's going to be like, what your other children have been like. You know, suddenly that's not there.
And we were going to go pick out dresses for prom, and we were going to be in Girl Scouts together, and, you know, girls soccer and traveling, and we were going to do all those things that I wanted to do with a girl.
It was all a lot, and there was a lot of pain, and there were a lot of people asking questions and wanting answers that I didn't have, and Suzanne was upset, and the boys were upset, and Suzanne's parents were upset. Everybody was upset, you know, and it's just a tough time.
And then in 1996, March of '96, my mother, my sister, and Cameron in a car seat went out for a ride, and there was a multiple car accident in which my sister was killed in the accident. Cameron was in the accident, and he was hospitalized, and my mom was hospitalized, but my mom and Cameron were fine. And that's when our world changed, and my parents raised him until their health deteriorated. We ended up getting guardianship of him. The rest is history.
Hi guys, it's Cameron.
We were having to blaze a trail of our own lots of times when, you know, when it came to autism, people didn't seem to know much about it back then. And
Typical children would look and stare and point, and that was really hard.
when you have a child with special needs, it's different. You know, you constantly worry about what the future holds for them. We were really fortunate to come across a principal who was willing to make him one of the first students with autism be incorporated into the classroom and more of an inclusive environment, which is what we were really hoping for.
Whenever a bar was set or an expectation was laid down, she just always, you know, jumped past it. And a lot of times she jumped past stuff that wasn't even expectation. This is still a child that's got this diagnosis of death, right? That obviously they were mistaken about it. And actually Kinsey never ever had a diagnosis that was legitimate. You know,
We still don't have
we still don't have a diagnosis. It's the Kinsey syndrome, right?
Yeah.
She has an amazing sense of humor. She has incredible dance moves. From the first day I met her has just blown my mind in every way possible. She has the best attention to detail I've ever seen. She's just a light.
Hi, my name is David. Kathy.
Up until this point, it was always sort of worrying about the future for Peyton, setting up what's going to come next and wondering what that's going to be.
Welcome to Big BK. My name is Peyton Marchand, and I've been working at Big for about a year.
Brookwood in Georgetown is this incredible place where The values of the outside world are flipped upside down and inside out, and what matters here is not what you do, but who you are.
You always get to believe in yourself on who you really are, and we all want to have a fun, good time here, making money.
Karen is pouring the chocolate chips in right now.
We make a bunch of cookies. They're called sneakerdoodles.
I enjoy doing the dog treats and making labels for the soaps. I want everybody to know that I want to become the world's greatest employee in the universe.
I mean, everybody needs to have a reason for waking up every day.
It's springtime, the sunset,
Teamwork.
Teamwork?
Yeah.
So you do one part and someone else does another part?
Yeah.
She can go and create beautiful things, give her life meaning, which is pretty cool.
And that's what's really great, is finding out how amazing and remarkable your child really is. I mean,
let me see. Kingsley, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's not hard?
Easy peasy. Yeah.
I don't know if there's anyone as proud of his work or his job as Cameron.
I'm really proud of my green team and the gold team that are working hard on these hearts.
So big is just getting bigger and bigger, pun intended. It's taken on a life of its own. I'm just along for the ride.
I love you.
Big is growing, and within 8 years, we've gone from one small campus to one large campus and 2 satellite locations, and we're starting the residential program.
You call us home through the wilderness.
I think when you're a parent of a special needs child, one of your biggest fears is what's going to happen when we pass on.
You know, with Big, we feel like we could have a long-term plan now. So if I could speak to my younger self when I got the diagnosis, I would tell myself, you know, it's going to be okay. You're going to definitely need to lean on the Lord, and that there are some really great people out there in the world that are going to love your son, and there's a place for him, and he's going to find something that's meaningful. When he's an adult, he's going to thrive, and you can just let go of all of those worries.
In the wilderness, when you show me faithfulness.
The growth of Big really can only be attributed to the goodness of God. What it's become, we couldn't have imagined, and it's such a privilege to be a part of the work that God is doing here and to be a part of all that God intended in the lives of these adults with special needs.
So who knows what the future will be for us.